ever awaken your mind.
Now a fella's really got to eat, and a fella should eat right.
I'm responsible for your diet. Keep it quiet.
Complicated mixes. Just a few spices to make it nice and sweet like rice and peas.
They're not doing it right, it's up to we. Cholesterol free, don't clog your artery. Smart, very smart, a Magnavox. Fermented the sound and choice barleys and hops.
And pack with your essential hip-hop minerals.
Smooth like rice and beans.
I love the one rolled up like a burrito with jalapeños, super blazing.
Bites in my insides like 5 enchiladas. Yum, and if I got leftovers, I give it to a bum. So open up your mind and just listen. And if you can't stand the heat, you better get out the kitchen.
There's too many cooks up in the goddamn kitchen.
Out to crunch much wrong food.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Kitchen is where, you know, your family gets together, congregates.
Bonjour, bienvenue, or bienvenuti, a la casa Bartolacelli. Today we're gonna make Mexican food, believe it or not. Just following an intuitive thing of making a bean dip with tomatoes. I usually do it fresh for, you know, it's not even time's sake, it's just what I have. I feel like doing a video. But yeah, it's going to be something you could, you know, spread in tacos, burritos, or just have it as a chip dip. And yeah, with the beans, you got a little protein on the scene. Like, okay, that's cool. But whatever happened to us being light beings and being, you know, consuming life force energy within ourselves? Well, I wouldn't say consuming, but osculating, regenerating and stuff. So, whatever. Did I lose you already? Sorry. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta eat. So, we will have quite a meal with this. I got a little bit of garlic. Gonna mix a little onion. We're gonna put it all in the food processor. And so, you know, I had about like a quarter of an onion. I just chopped it in 4 quadrants, and I just... That's all you need. I'm gonna use a little bit more garlic. You know the easiest way to... Oh, fuck. You wanna just, you know, put it on the table, smash it with your hand, but not so much that you break it like that. You can just do a little of that, and then you rub it, and the shell will fall off, but you don't wanna put it in the food processor, of course. Cilantro, anyone? Yeah, you want a lot of this, yo. And for those who feel the need to take the stem off, why? You paid for it. It's kind of wasting money. If you think the taste is a little funny, I get that. We all get hung up on whatever. Oh, we just want the leaf part or whatever. The stem is glorious, and it's got a punch of a taste, as well as not the super hard fibrous stem of the parsley, you know. So yeah, just use as much cilantro, which I like to call coriander, even though, I mean, it's just how they say it in French, even though they use the same word for, like in English, for the coriander seed or whatever, right? It's all healthy, and that is one of the better heavy metal detoxifying herbs out there. I love my cilantro. It's one of my favorite. Coriander, or as I like to call it, glory-ander. But you want to take a gander at the gloriness of your own story of keeping it healthy on the scene. So I'm gonna use refried beans. You can use whatever type of beans, refried or not. I never tried it with this one, so it's gonna be interesting. And I'm gonna maybe throw in some of this liquid so that the food processor can actually, you know, get a turn around, because this is gonna be pretty thick. I'm already gonna throw in some jalapeno. This is fresh jalapeno stuff that I made, and there's hella brine. And man, you like the juice? That is, So like, I already have a bunch of herbs and spices that I'm not gonna add on into here just because they're already in there. Don't want to make it too redundant. Yeah, you know, obviously you want that fresher stuff. That's why I got all these guys. We're not gonna go old school today with these can openers. I don't know if you've seen these guys, but they're really easy. And it's so much more cleaner on the scene. Look at that. Hello, Drippy. And you could just usually you could do a one-hand type of thing. This is one of your best friends in the kitchen. Yeah, now red on red. Sorry about that, but you know, I don't know about this sauce. I'm gonna rinse it off a little. Yeah, it looks a little funky. You know, you could just, you know, take this whole thing out of the. That's what I'm gonna do that actually. Is gravity gonna work for you, man? No? All right, that's fine. Ooh, are you? This reminds me of dog food, man. There you go. Fresh dog food? Is it dope or dog food? Just gonna wing it. I'm gonna do about 2/3. I like to save some for other things. Now every time I'm like in the dishwasher and there's like stuff in there, it's like I'm always, if I gotta rinse my hands, it's like I'm already doing a little pre-washing of, you know, whatever's in there already, you know, just especially when you don't want to let these things sit around because then they just get all crusty and they fester and all that shit, you know. All right, that's about good. See, you know, with this, just like with soup in different sauces and all that stuff, you know, like you always want to undersalt it in the beginning, so that way, you know, like you can always add on afterwards. It's hard to subtract unless you, I mean, and that's the other thing, if you want to leave some extra bean or tomato stuff, because if you do over salt it, you can just throw in the stuff that's kind of, I wouldn't say bland, but you know, like at neutral taste, and to kind of absorb that extra saltiness, or if it's too spicy, too sweet, you know, whatever. Tart, acidic, the whole spectrum of the flavor profile. So yeah, so we're gonna get some of the tomato stuff out there already, and the reason why I like to put it in afterwards is because, I mean, it depends on how the kind of texture you want on your salsa or whatever, right? This time around I want it more for salsa purpose. I mean, what's your purpose when you're in the kitchen, right? But so I want it more, yeah, it's not going to be pico de gallo at all, or just that fresh, you know, salsa. But I do want a little tomato chunkiness in there, so I'm going to put in maybe like half. You gotta love this machine, man. It's fucking awesome. Man, woman, thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. I know this isn't your typical kitchen setup, and I don't get to zoom in on all this shit, but, alright, so I got that. I might work with this already. I'll get more up front. See? Wash that. It might go in the recycle bin. Why not, my friend? So, salt, plenty of it. This is Himalayan, pink, whatever. However you want to. Uniodized salt. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, there are people that, need it for whatever reasons of, I wouldn't say chemical imbalance, but, whatever mineral deficiency, overabundance of, because, apparently sometimes if you have too much iodine in the system, it's bad. It can mess up your thyroid just as much as the lack of iodine. It's just like, it's the law of polarity. You want to be more in the center, neutral, balanced zone. And that's just the law of nature, yo. What did I just sprinkle in there? Italian seasoning for even a Mexican reasoning. But yeah, and I've been a victim of this for way too long, but just, dashing it up in there. Dash it in your hand and like, and then you smell that afterwards, you're gonna really release more flavor, in any dish, and especially like, little, after you got your pasta or any kind of dish, sprinkle a little and, or you want to do the sprinkle me or whatever. Not like E40 and the click, if you're familiar with Bay Area rap music. But le perle papin, le poudre de perle papin. It's a French word thing, yeah. It's a universal thing, A little bit of this and a little dash of that. I am putting in 2 types of paprika because I love it blasting through the speaker of your taste buds, because they love to hear it. At least mine. All right, so we got this. We're gonna go and frappe, and we'll be right back. All right, see that? Looks good, huh? Smells good. Also, now we are gonna put the rest of the tomatoes in there, and this is why I love these spatulas so much, because you're gonna get every single bit of the sauce out here if you're willing and able. And it really, I swear, people are just lazy sometimes, and that's no disrespect. It's just something I noticed. And it's like, why not get your money's worth? Especially when shit costs way too fucking much than it should, right? We're all in agreement that shit costs way too much money these days, yeah? So why not, stretch your money as much as you can through, your ability to do so in, the immediate proximity of your living domain and all that stuff. All right, so I love this guy. Give it another twirl, but I always be careful around the edge because it's gonna nick up your thing. Even though this is why I love this guy so much, this can opener, because it gets it on such a clean cut. I'm not gonna nerd out on fucking cans and stuff. It's way better to get it fresh. I'm just doing it here because I'm moving around. It's just like, in other videos, you're gonna see me in other kitchens. I'm just not a wandering vagabond by any means, but I get around, yo. Not like Tupac or Digital Underground, but yeah, I'm definitely down with the underground. I am from the Bay Area. I lived in France for 12 years. I worked in restaurants for 15 years, mostly bartending and serving. And I was also a cook in a creperie. Not like the crepe vine, something better. It was in France. 10 years work, at least experience in restaurants in France. From Paris to the south of France in a lovely sea town and was nominated the world's best beach in 2019, La Ciotat. It's not too far from Marseille. And then I was up in Bretagne as well, and that's a beautiful place, and they're more serious about their crepes than anyone in the world, including Normandy. No, I'm just kidding. There's a huge rivalry, so you better watch what you say about that shit. Especially myself, because mais putain, mais je comprends ce qu'ils disent derrière mon dos, forcément. Mais bon appétit ou quoi? Ah, mais je kiffe tous les régions en France. Chaque coin a leur beauté et tout ça, c'est génial. Je kiffe. I love France. But I'm not French, by the way. My last name, Bartolaccelli, does that sound French? But anyways, I'm not some kind of fucking Italian rapscallion either. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna mix this up real quick and we're gonna try it out. Yay. Let's just do it together. You gotta match up this little thing with the flat surface usually. That was hard, right? The only thing hard is to not make noise. No, I'm just kidding. Depends. Anyways. So. Not bad. I'm sure if it sits a little longer, it'll be better because the beans, they came out so, I wouldn't say dry, but you know, it's gonna absorb some of the juices a little bit over time, I think, and like the salt and all that shit. And then, you know, you're eating with salty chips. I could always add more salt or blah blah blah. You know, think of it like a soup. You know, it's an ongoing, beautiful ceremony that you're making. You know, your own symphony. You know. But anyways, are you the master of it? Think about it. So yeah, bueno appetito, buenos tardes, muchas gracias, buona cena. So yeah, oh yeah, I wanted to say, so this is the key message that's gonna make you watch this video. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna weigh this, but this is gonna be at least, this is, oh, it's in weight? Damn it. I wanted, this is over 400 grams net weight. Plus the beans. We did 2/3 of 450, so 300. 300 plus 400, that's 700 grams, plus, you know, all, some of the other stuff. So let's just round it up to 800 grams. Do you know how much that costs in a store, like pre-made? I bought this for, I think it was $1 or $2. This was $1 or $2. And I made my own jalapeños and shit like that, you know? And so the whole thing of cilantro, that costed, you know, 30 cents worth of, you know, the handful I picked out, you know? So, and this is gonna be like $10. Think about it. Man, it's good. Oh yeah. Just gotta get mixed up a little more. What's going on? Either way, this is a great base to eat by itself, or yeah, throw a little extra spice in. Well, hey, did I forget to turn this off? Shit. Yeah, did I mention the price you're gonna pay for this much salsa, bean dip, whatever? If you want it actually, organic or somewhat healthy, and what you see on the, you're gonna pay a hefty price for that much. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sure some companies out there make some wonderful products, but if you're more inclined to putting the purchasing power back in your own pockets because you got it locked down in the kitchen and you quit your little bitching about, oh, it takes up so much time and effort and blah, fucking blah. Like, do you not have technology that can keep you entertained? You listen to a podcast, you can listen to some good music, like some of the artists that I feature on some of my cool little hip-hop mixes or other music. Or do you have company? Are you able to sit down with your partner or your kids or whoever? I wouldn't say sit down, or have them sit down or whatever, or maybe do a romantic cooking together or something like that. Or more, fruitful bonding with the kids or, that kind of stuff. Like, hey, you want to crush some garlic for me or something, like little things, give them a little task. Like, hey, open up let's see if you can open up this paprika jar. And like, oh, it's kind of hard. And do you have your nails? And you got to dig right there. And, ooh, yeah, what does that smell like? Oh, okay, this is paprika. And why is it sweet? Oh, because it's Hungarian style? Ooh la la. Yummy. But then, ooh, you want to try the difference between the smoked and what was it smoking anyways, Was it pretty chronic or what? Oh, damn, that is some dank ass good. Anyway. As it should. But anyways, I hope you all are good as well. I'm not trying to offend, like we all have our lazy moments or, lag of energy, and we all just want to pop something in the oven, or if you need to do it, a microwave, I guess, but I feel like there's better options than that. Or just, reheat it or kill it on the skillet, and try not to kill all the enzymes, of course, but yeah. A healthy balance of, raw food and cooked is fine, I've been living off that vegan pretty much for 5 years now, something like that. I don't even keep track, that's the thing. It's just like I just stay aligned to natural law, basically, and yeah, try not to partake in the taking of other lives that we have no real right to take in the first place, so. But yeah, to each their own. Everyone has their own biological makeup, and some people actually kind of need certain animal products for their certain blood type or whatever their current situation is. That I can understand. But yeah, it's all good. I just hope you all are healthy out there, and yeah, peace.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself, and love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Universal principles that apply to all mankind. An example of how humanity can intertwine and combine with the divine. But over the course of time, Yeshua's teachings have been perverted by the same people that murdered and persecuted the original churches.